All right, so this is what I'm looking at. It's an old house, really old, about 100 years old. Um, there's some sagging in the bedroom here. You can see where the gaps are. It's pretty bad. Uh, I don't really know what I'm looking at here. Posting this video in hopes of getting some help or getting some advice, some tips. The floor is completely sagging. The front end of the portion of the house here. This is the bedroom, the only bedroom. It's a one bedroom, one bath house. And as you can see, the front part here sags lower than the back portion of the house. We haven't moved in yet. Me and my wife are looking to move in here. It's just been sitting empty for about a year now. It was my mother's house. She's all right. She bought a new house. I decided enough's enough, so we're not getting in over our heads. And with the house sitting here, just trying to do some remodeling. I'd like to get rid of this paneling, but I think I'm going to leave that up there until the spring. At least get in here. My big thing is these floors. The floor is sagging bad. I mean, that's filler that that foam filler that my mother had put in. She did an excellent job of that. But I'm trying to figure out what I can do to get this floor raised, or if it's even safe and sound for me to lift the front of this house, because with the house being so old, there's no there's no cornerstone. These houses were put up quickly. I'm in West Virginia. They were put up quickly for coal miners and families moving in, and the people working on the coal mines. Not really meant for families, but definitely meant for workers who were trying to make a better life for themselves. This right here is this corner of the house is okay. It swoops down. Everything looks like it's trying to head towards this way. The only thing that resembles a cornerstone is this chimney in which I tore out that had fell. I actually took everything out of here brick by brick, dust by dust. As you can tell, it's pretty messy. It's pretty bad. Sorry for the shadows. Sorry for the poor camera quality here. This addition here, this is the living room. This is the main living room. Some work needs to be done in here. The work throughout the entire house needs to be done. My big thing is I'm not seeing any support beams in the center of the house other than along this wall that stretches from here to there. I want to say this was the main portion of the house, but it doesn't even look like it's the main portion of the house. It looks like the kitchen and bathroom and utility room were all added on after the fact. Sorry for the clutter too, fellas. Yeah, it's pretty rough. As you can see, the house is pretty bad. It's in pretty bad shape. This corner over here is probably about a foot. Probably, I'm going to say it's if you can see, try to get this as straight as I can. It dips down right there. Like, it's probably about a good 6 inches to a foot lower than that corner. So this corner is about 6 inches, maybe a foot lower than that. This is probably about 4 inches or so lower than that. Everything off of that corner is swooping down here. It's making like a little bowl. I know I need to jack it up. What I need to know is if I can, or even if I should. I have no clue. It's pretty bad, fellas. Pretty bad. The kitchen here is really small. We're moving to a smaller house. All of our kids are out. Stuff like that. Just all of our kids are out. They're moving out. Thing that bothers me here is, you see I have an outlet here for a stove. And if you'll notice this stuff right here, that's all water. I have a water source right next to, I think it's a 220 outlet for a stove. So yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyway, any tips, hints, help that I can get with this current situation here would be greatly appreciated. It's not a very good neighborhood, so I have to watch my tools. I have to take them home every day. Another thing is this tongue and groove siding or wall they got up. This stuff is a nightmare. If you ever come across it, run the other way, because I'm having a hell of a time getting it out of here. It's a freaking nightmare. As you can see, I got a piece left over up there. I think I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to frame all this in right here where I took down this wall and I took down the chimney, and put a closet in. This right here, I got a feeling I'll have to bust up more concrete. There's my buddy there. That's old Sledge right there. I'm thinking about busting this concrete up and putting in, I'm just going to put flooring down, but all this is pretty solid. Any tips, hints, tricks, any help is highly appreciated. Just trying to get this nice and sorted where it's livable for me and my wife. We got about 2-3 weeks to move in, and it's a New Year's project. Right now I'm currently out of work. If you know anybody in the West Virginia area that is hiring people, I don't necessarily want to do this shit for a job, but I'm definitely been looking for jobs. It's just been rough. I'm not from around the area. A lot of what's around this area is nothing but fast food and restaurants. So yeah, it's pretty bad around here. I quite honestly don't know why me and my wife hang around here. But as you can see, this is what I'm looking at. I got to replace some outlets. I got a lot of work around here to do. If anything, just give me some advice. Looking for any help I can get here. I got to clean all this up. I got to start framing in now, and hopefully that goes according to plan. As you can see, when they framed this in, this was something my mother didn't do. But as you can see, the way they framed this in, I pretty much have my work cut out for me. High ceiling, no support whatsoever up on that roof. Kind of intimidating. I don't want to start pulling stuff down now and find out, oh no, you know what I mean? Got to have a bigger problem. Yeah, there's a lot of chimney dust, stuff like that. I've been dealing with this now for about a week, maybe a little bit more, week and a half. Been trying to get everything sorted out. That's a dishwasher there. That's the range right there. Like I said, it's a little bitty kitchen, and to have a water source this close to Two, well, this box here is no good. The other 220 outlets no good. This one right here I know is hot. This bad boy right here is hot. This one right here is good. That one right there is not working. So I got all this shit laying around here, and don't really know what else to do. I know I got to get rid of that. Probably raise these cabinets up a little bit, or put them in with filler. And as you can see in here too, the whole house is sagging. I don't know if this is even salvageable. I don't even know if this house is livable. Like I said, this is kind of like my first time taking a project this big. I had a lot of issues with the electric that is in the bathroom. I had to do some things, and it's bad. It's bad. As you can tell, like if you see the cobwebs up there, it's been sitting empty for a year now. This portion has a leak because everything started cracking when from just the house settling. Nothing really big has been going on other than the house settling. Everything's really tight in here. Everything's really small, which is, not a bad thing. I kind of like it being small. That means the kids can't come back. But like I said, if y'all have any tips, hints, tricks of the trade, let me know. I basically know what I need to do with this floor. I'm looking for a cost-effective way of doing it without it being too expensive and too taxing on myself, because I'm an old fucker. I'm not as young as I used to be. If I was about 20 years younger, hell yeah, I'd tear this damn place apart and put it back up, but can't do that. So anyway, thank you. Like I say, I'm not looking for likes or subscribes or anything like that. I'm just looking for tips, looking for help. So y'all holla at me. Peace.